All right, everyone, welcome to today's edition. Underway, spikes and flats. Hi, everyone, Tony Prester here. We're inside of Lane Tech, our world famous weight room. A little windy outside. We wanted to film on location here at the school. So we're in the weight room today. Hope everyone has enjoyed the week. You know, it's been hot all week. Finally, we got some nice temperatures. It's a Thursday afternoon. Nice, 75 degrees. And as you can see, our track closet here. So now I'm gonna take a seat. I had a long week, moving, just a lot of other stuff, long week. I'll explain to you guys in a minute. I'm gonna have a seat. I'm gonna introduce my trusty co-hostess. Come on in.
Hey guys.
Miss Kaylee. Miss Kaylee, so how are you doing today?
Good. The warm weather's gone, which is nice, so feel good.
Great. All right, so let's get into it. Tell me about the first question we got here.
So the season is underway now, so it's a short season but a long grind.
Yeah, basically what that means is, if you're not in shape now, you're not going to be in shape. As one of our coaches always says, cross country is a short and sweet season. So if you put your work in this summer, which is June, July, and most of August, long runs, tempo runs, a little bit of speed mixed in here and there, you have nothing to worry about. Now it's September. Got a nice weekend. Last weekend was the first big weekend of the season. This weekend is promised to be even more fruitful for everyone, I hope. So make the most of it. Don't waste your opportunities. You seniors out there, this is it for you, so make every race count. All right, we'll move on to the next one.
So also preparing for races and practices, such as like heat, hydration, nutrition, light-colored clothes when to practice.
Heat. All right, let's talk about this a little bit. All right, well, let me back up a little bit. I know, remember during the spring when it was lots of rain, cold temperatures, I know a lot of coaches and meet directors were canceling meets and whatnot like crazy. Now we've gotten this fall where we've got some unusually hot temperatures here in Chicagoland where it's been 90 plus degrees. In fact, I think one day it might have reached 100 degrees. One of the first things I recommend to all you coaches, athletes, parents, meet directors. I obviously understand. I mean, I'm a coach too, and you don't want to run. I understand canceling meets and stuff like that. But at the same time, you do have to practice. One of my suggestions is maybe be wise to practice if you can in the morning times. I know a lot of schools have morning practices before school, whereas, it's not as hot. Or if you don't have that option, one of the things you need to do is just find an area where there's lots of shade. I know we at Lane, we like to practice once or twice a week on the track, but unfortunately it's been so hot, so we've had to practice on the grass where there's lots of trees, lots of shade, giving the kids lots of breaks, lots of water breaks, mandatory water breaks. So how do you feel about some of the heat as an athlete?
It's been rough. Heat makes it really hard to run sometimes, but once you get through it, it's okay. As long as you drink a lot throughout the day, stay in the shade, take the breaks when you need to. I mean, as long as you have hydration and shade, it's not as bad.
Speaking of hydration, that basically means you need to drink water all day long. I know most of you students are in school during the day. Carry a water jug. Me, for instance, I prefer Gatorade. And what I mean by hydrating, I don't mean just carrying around a bottle looking cute or advertising for Gatorade. Actually taking it, drinking it. Okay? I've had one young man come to me and I said, son, where's your water? He says it's in the locker room. Well, okay, that's a good place for it, isn't it? You know what? I had to send him home because rather than him falling out during practice, I sent him home. So now I know he can hydrate. But we don't want to do that because practice time is valuable, as we said before. And another thing on the agenda we need to talk about, touch on that?
Like nutrition, like colored clothes.
Nutrition. Okay. Want to eat healthy. That's part of hydration. All right? Eating Big Macs, I don't think is the most healthy way for an athlete during this time of year. Fruits and vegetables is great. Oranges, apples, bananas, because banana has lots of potassium. We have a lot of kids that get cramped up, and so you want to have eat lots of fruits and vegetables, and that helps you throughout the day. Even packing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Believe it or not, peanut butter and jelly sandwich is one of the most underrated foods you can eat. It's awesome. Not only that it's awesome, it tastes really good.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah, it's good
Awesome.
stuff.
Light colored clothes. This shirt, for example, it's a wick. It's one of the new up and coming or new age shirts. Light fabric that doesn't sweat. It wicks away from you. You want to wear a light colored shirt when it's sunny and hot out. You don't want to wear like dark colored clothes where black attracts heat and just burns you up. Okay, so try to do that.
Also time of practice.
Time of practice. I had mentioned this briefly. If you can, obviously, most practices now with school is you're going to practice from 3 to 5. That's the usual time. If you can, try to practice in the morning or a little bit later. I know a couple of schools that practice later in the day. They have that option to practice like at 5, 6 o'clock, but some schools understand kids need to get home, do their homework, and prepare for dinner with their family, get ready for school. All right, so just be aware of those situations. So hopefully I covered the whole heat thing. So I don't want to hear about you didn't know, okay? So now you've been told. All right, let's move on.
So here's a preview of the weekend.
All right, this weekend is going to be a super weekend. Peoria, the major meets this weekend is going to be in Peoria. I think it's the first to the finish Peoria Woodruff Invitational, hosted by Peoria, I think Woodruff High School, sponsored by First to the Finish, Sporting Goods. My good friend Mike Young, who's the owner of First to the Finish, they put on a great meet there. It's a 3-class meet, Class A, 2A, 3A, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to have, in the 3A division, you're going to have a bunch of top-notch 3A teams there. Naperville North Girls is going to be there. They're going to battle. 3A boys, you're going to have Naperville North boys. You're going to have, I think Naperville Valley is going to be there. It's going to be almost like a state preview in these 3 classes, and then you got the Class A schools, St. Teresa, Monticello for the girls. I think Glenboro South boys is going to be there. It's just going to be awesome. I wish I could be there. I will be at Wyconda Invitational this Saturday. You're going to have Maringos there for the girls, Crystal Lake Central there for the girls. Sammy Staples is going to open up. She was the 2A state champion as a freshman 2 years ago. Victoria Clinton, who was the 2A champion last year, she will be there. Crystal Lake Central girls. Cayman girls will be there as well. For the boys, Wheaton South, hopefully they'll run their 18. They'll be there. And of course, us Lane Tech. Barrington boys will be there, but I think they're going to be running a B team because I think they have 2 or 3 meets in a row, and their coach don't, want to overtax them. They know they have a big series of meets coming up next week. So it's going to be an awesome meet. I'm sorry if I didn't mention any of your big meets this weekend. Short notice. So everyone have fun this weekend. Remember to hydrate. Thursday night, it's best night to eat a big meal, pastas, eat your vegetables, your fruits, your grains. Do that. Get your rest Friday night. Don't stay out too late at the football game. Make sure you get your rest, hang out with your friends a little bit, get home, get some rest, and be ready to compete on Saturday. What else we got here?
That's just about it, just the outro.
Outro. Make this real fast. This past week, we lost a good mentor, a good coaching, someone from our coaching fraternity, Mr. Dan Horn, who used to be the track coach over at Niles North, a great English teacher over there, just a great asset to his community. He passed away this past week. Condolences to his family, to the Naperville North track and field family, to the Naperville North community. Real sorry. He was a great guy. I know that him and me, we had some laughs over the years. 2 years ago, 2 track seasons ago, his boys finished second in the 4x8. And I remember him and me talking about it. And when we had won, he was like the first guy, one of the first coaches that came and congratulated me. And he seemed so happy for us that we won. But it was just amazing. That's the kind of guy that he was. And I know me, from my heart, I'm really gonna miss Coach Horn. And I just wanted to send my condolences on behalf of Lane Tech that hopefully his family and everybody will be okay. that's about it for this week. Next week, we'll touch on some other topics. The IHSA Track Advisory Committee, we had their big meeting. I talked to Mr. Ron McGraw. He's supposed to be sending me minutes, and we'll touch on that. And I will send that all to you and next week. And everyone else, have a good week. Godspeed, everyone. Have a good time.